I'm going to go through now how to set up documentation on the planter. So we would go to our main menu here, the bottom right, hit our GS3 button, and we go to our GS3 button again here in the top right, or the F. We would select documentation, and that's going to check everything above it. So this is everything we would need to set up documentation properly on this display, so we could document our seeding operation, put that in the operations center, view it through the Deer apps, my Analyzer apps on your phone, or through the Field Analyzer option on the operations center. So we have everything checked we want to do. We hit accept, and this here tells us everything that has a red star indicates that it's a required field. So if it has a red star by it, we need to put something in it. So your client, farm, and field, you may already have these loaded on your display. If not, you can hit new, type that in as you go. So we've selected our client, farm, and field. We do want our task. We want it to be on planting, and it's 2018, so we want to make sure we select the right year. So we have everything that's required here to set this particular section up. So we would hit the next button. Now we're on page 2 of 4, so it's just going to walk us through everything. The tractor has already populated everything it needs from the controller on the tractor. Our recording source is set to auto, so that's when the planter is going to raise up and down. It's going to start and stop recording. We've got our implement name and profile here, so we can double check and make sure our row width is correct. Our offsets are correct if we need to change those for some reason. You tap in there and change them. If for some reason we need to change our row width or our physical width on our planter, we could do that here. We hit accept. So we've got that set up. And then here's where we would add our variety. So we're going to be planting corn, and we're going to add variety 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're doing split varieties, as you go through the field, you can change the color of those, and that way on your mapping page it would reflect that. So we've got our variety and our color associated with there. If you wanted to get more detail and put your brand there, you could add that in. We hit accept. So now we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4 variety assigned to all rows on the planter. If you were running a variable rate prescription, you could hit there. You've already preloaded your prescription. It would be populated in here. You would select it, and all the information you put on here when you built that prescription would be loaded onto the display at that point. So we've got everything that we need to set this up. We hit accept, and it's going to ask us here if you've completed all the fields with a star by them. It's fully configured and ready to run, so we're ready for documentation. We would hit accept, and then on our mapping page, it would reflect that as we go through there. We could hit our map settings, and then we want to go to our rate on our corn. And then as we went through the field, it would show us, you could put your high maybe at 37.5 and our low at 35. And you can adjust this as you go through, and it doesn't have any effect on how it's actually being documented, only what you're viewing on the screen here. And it kind of looks like a yield map as you're going through the field if you're familiar with document and harvest on your John Deere combine.